قَالَ مَا مَنَعَكَ أَلَّا تَسْجُدَ إِذْ أَمَرْتُكَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قَالَ مَا مَنَعَكَ. What prevented you? What is it that prevented you? إِذْ أَمَرْتُكَ. When I commanded you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't give a choice. If you all want to make sajda, this might work out. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them, everyone obeyed except one. He said, إِذْ أَمَرْتُكَ. When I commanded, what stopped you? What made you transgress this bound? First, number one tool. قَالَ أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْ. I'm better. Not I'm good. Not I'm the only creature who has free will and I'm still worshipping you. No. قَالَ أَنَا خَيْرٌ. I'm better. Tool number one of shaitan is not to think good of yourself. Tool number one of shaitan isn't being proud of who you are. Tool number one of Satan is not to make you feel good about yourself. Tool number one of shaitan is to say, the sheikh is all the way here from Corona, and guess who's standing up here? This is the tool of shaitan. To make you think you're better. But the next tool, we all know about this. I might speak Arabic, I don't speak Arabic, my last name is such and such. We have all of these things that make us feel better. But we can control these. But shaitan uses and immediately pulls out the second card. He said, خَلَقْتَنِي مِن نَارٍ. I'm made of fire. وَخَلَقْتَهُ مِن طِينٍ. And he's made of clay. Friends, what is he doing? He's having a scientific molecular discussion with who? The one who made fire, the one who made clay. It doesn't make any sense. Think about this. So now he's telling Allah, yeah, I'm better than him. But he explains, خَلَقْتَنِي مِن نَارٍ. Check it out. وَخَلَقْتَهُ مِن طِينٍ. I mean, the molecular structure of clay is actually better. What? Who are you having this conversation with? So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not respond. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have responded with many, right? I made fire, I made clay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't respond with the words that I am the creator. Before we get to that, ayah number 13, shaitan's second tool has been played, and it is for men and for women and everyone who is in that middle stage of growing from a boy to a man. Shaitan's number two tool is rationale and excuses. He makes you take your intellect and say, yes, the rules of namaz, topi, roza, siyam, zakah, they're all great and nice, but my PhD, it's over here. Or he makes you give excuses. This is the second tool of shaitan, placing our intellect above the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But see how the conversation unfolds in ayah number 13. We started 11, 12, he made the mistake and he made the transgression. And he tried to sell his, I'm better than him. قَالَ فَاهْبِطْ مِنْهَا فَمَا يَكُونُ لَكَ أَن تَتَكَبَّرَ فِيهَا. What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? قَالَ فَاهْبِطْ. Get down. Look at the word فَاهْبِطْ, and about 6 words later, فَخْرُجْ. There are two processes here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling shaitan, get down and get out. قَالَ فَاهْبِطْ مِنْهَا فَمَا يَكُونُ لَكَ أَن تَتَكَبَّرَ فِيهَا. This place is not the place to be arrogant. أَن تَتَكَبَّرَ فِيهَا فَخْرُجْ. Exit. You can leave from here. إِنَّكَ مِنَ الصَّاغِرِينَ. That you are from the humiliated. You are from those who are صَاغِرِينَ. Humiliated. Disgraced, if you will. Because this cheap excuse that I know more and I'm not going to rub my head on the ground 17 times a day, فَاهْبِطْ مِنْهَا. Get down. Get down, if you think about it just out of the box. Get off your high horse. Get down from this concept that you are genuinely better. But this is not the meaning. So now shaitan has a chance. He's played two cards. He said, I'm better than him, and he used a rational excuse. The third ayah comes, and he has this opportunity to do anything. قَالَ أَنظِرْنِي إِلَىٰ يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ. What does he say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? When we make mistakes, what do? We either make an excuse, we say, well, I didn't sin as much as that guy did. Right? We come up with something. But the third tool that shaitan plays, he says, قَالَ أَنظِرْنِي. Give me a chance, give me respite, give me time, إِلَىٰ يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ. Give me a chance till the day of judgment. So what is shaitan doing here? First, there are two things to take out of this. Brothers, we dedicate tool number 3 to us. Sisters, it happens mostly to us. When we have to, forget about Islamic or non-Islamic, just when you have to take out the garbage at night, when you have to, your mother-in-law wants you to do something, when you know there's a class coming in town, you know that there's a halaqah at the various masajid in town, what do? Inshallah, afterwards. I'll take the garbage out later. Oh, inshallah. Will I see you out there? Inshallah. We procrastinate. We put off. Was shaytan procrastinating? Shaytan was buying time to dig himself a deeper grave. So the third tool of shaytan is laziness and procrastination. Shaytan will tell you, inshallah, later. You're so young. Don't bother with this religiosity now. Or you'll do it afterwards. And then when you're about 50, you're like, inshallah, when I turn 60, I'll go for Hajj, and everything's going to be okay. Procrastination and laziness, the third tool. But did you notice something very interesting? Shaytan tells Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قَالَ أَنذِرْنِي إِلَىٰ يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ. Who believes in the Day of Judgment? You know, some of us say, I'm Muslim, it's good enough. I believe in Allah, and I believe in the... Who believes in the last day? Shaytan does. Satan believes in the last day too. It's not a very good excuse to say, well, inshallah, I'm Muslim, I believe in Allah. Actually, shaytan doesn't only believe that there's going to be yawmi yub'athun. What else is he doing? He's acting like there's going to be a Day of Judgment. He says, I can get this guy. I can get him. He doesn't say, well, I've been too evil recently. I just need, after Ramadan we say, I've been too religious recently. Just need a little bit of break. Let me TiVo. Whatever I TiVo'd, I'll watch that. Shaytan doesn't do that. He believes that there's going to be a day, ila yawmi yub'athun, and he also doesn't take a break. So now he has asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قَالَ إِنَّكَ مِنَ الْمُنظَرِينَ. Okay, you have a chance. You have respite. The fourth tool of shaytan comes in this one ayah. After being arrogant, thinking he's better, after giving rational, scientific, if you will, excuses, trying to trump the law of God, he's trying to put off and dig a deeper grave. The fourth tool, if we can take it, would be more important for all of us in the masjid. Everyone else can use the first 3, but us praying Jummah today. قَالَ فَبِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي لَأَقْعُدَنَّ لَهُمْ صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. Only Satan could word it like this. قَالَ بِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي. قَالَ فَبِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي. He asked Allah for a chance till the Day of Judgment. Allah said, okay, you have a chance till the Day of Judgment. So then he responds to Allah by saying, because you misguided me, I am going to sit لَأَقْعُدَنَّ لَهُمْ صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. The 2 points to take from here. Most importantly, shaytan is using this tool. And how many of us in the academic world have heard, well, if God wanted to guide me, God would guide me. So I'm just going to wait till God guides me. If Allah wanted me to be a good person and become neek and pious and have birr and taqwa, then Allah knows everything. And then you say, well, God will take care of it later. Next time you hear that argument, very politely tell the person, you sound like Satan. Shaytan used the same exact excuse that if Allah knows everything, then he flipped the coin. Shaytan said, you misguided me, that's why I'm doing this. We flip the coin and say, I'm not being guided because Allah doesn't want it. It's not a tool of shaytan, it's rhetoric. But the second point, remember the most important? Where did shaytan say, because you misguided me, I'm going to sit لَأَقْعُدَ صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. Shaytan's not hanging outside the Bhangra club. He's not waiting at the hookah lounge and saying grape or double apple. He's not waiting there to be like, oh, one more drink, buddy, just one more. Shaytan's sitting here. لَأَقْعُدَنَّ لَهُمْ صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. And this is where truly I'd like you to play your numbers correctly. Of those of us who are in the musalla right now praying Jummah, that makes us religious. How many people are outside? Most of us. Everyone here knows 10 people who aren't at Jummah. So if the 5% of us who are religious are fighting because shaytan's sitting on the straight path saying, that guy's got a beard. Oh, that guy doesn't have a beard. Shaved mustache, trimmed mustache. Oh, gloves, niqab, jilbab. His tariqah's different. My aqeedah's different. So if the 5% of us are trying to kill each other because he wipes over cotton socks, What is everyone else doing? Tool number 4 of shaitan. Very confusing, but very clean. When we get a little bit close to praying and being religious and working together as a group, me and this brother, we're in one group, and those guys, different group. We don't work with them. Right, brother? Me and you, we don't work with those guys. Because their way is incorrect. So shaitan will sit in the clear path, tool number 4, he will sit in the clear path and make it look very rigid. He will make it seem as if I'm the only guy going to heaven. Everybody, 72 sects, they're all going to hell. Tool number 4 of shaitan. Yes, there are wrong things in our religion. There are people who take our religion and misquote it and blow things up and kill people. But the average Abdullah, the average Fatima, do you really think they're deviant? Or could we work together to teach each other? This is where shaitan wins big. And the time expires, so we only do one. Who is the only one? مَن يَهْدِهِ اللَّهُ فَلَا مُضِلَّ لَهُ وَمَن يُضْلِلْ فَلَا هَادِيَ لَهُ. So who is the only one, our Creator, who can keep us safe? It is Allah. And how did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show us these 7 tools for the average Abdullah? Through Qur'an. How did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even tell us about the tools of shaitan and how to combat shaitan? Through Qur'an. How did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a book and He said, فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. In Surah Fussilat, in Surah number 41, I believe it's ayah number 40 approximately. When shaitan, إِمَّا يَنْزَغَنَّكَ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ نَزْغٌ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ. Friends, I could tell you all the tools for 3 hours and paint them. Like when you leave, this is going to happen. You're going to want to watch a movie and this is going to happen. But that's not going to make us combat shaitan without the book that is the tools to undo his doing. Remember this when we turn to
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim siratal